veamos qué nos traen en esta nueva versión 3.2 de Genshin Impact. En primer lugar, para analizarlo, antes de darle a empezar, podemos ver, como siempre, al Traveler y vemos al Arcón de Nahida y a Cyno. Y luego, el mayor detalle es que tenemos en la imagen principal a lo que yo supongo que será el boss de Scaramouche, ¿no? Porque, vamos, se parece mucho al de Vale, es como así como el maniquí, bueno, maniquí no, es que siempre se me olvida cómo se llama. Pero igual que lo de Shogun Raiden. O sea que... Pero más tocho, este parece mucho más tocho. Yo supongo que en esta versión sacarán el boss, ahora lo veremos. Y también vemos al tráiler con Paimon y Nahida. Vale, parece que no empiezan directamente con un tráiler. Así que, bueno, a ver qué nos cuentan de introducción. A ver qué tal.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.2 special program. I'm your host, Zach Aguilar, the voice of the male traveler, Ether. And today I'm joined by...
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Hey everyone, I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell.
¿Cómo ha cambiado la voz de forma tan abrupta? O sea, ha puesto la voz ahí súper adorable y de repente pone su voz normal. Dios mío, es que lo de los actores de doblaje es simplemente superior, tengo que decir.
And I voice Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida. This is my first ever special program, and I can't wait to explore the upcoming content with all of you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alejandro Saab, and I'm the voice of Cyno.
Alejandro Saab, madre mía. ¿Qué
and we've still got plenty of Cyno coming our way in the upcoming version too.
And I'm sure lots of travelers are super excited to see what version 3.2 has in store for us.
Así es.
So, let's jump right in and start with our new version trailer.
Vale, nos ponen el tráiler. Perfecto. Esto suele ser lo más épico que ponen en los live streams, así que...
We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord
ya empezamos bien.
We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Ya empezamos bien.
Did I just see something dart by?
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Buah.
Amazing.
¿Qué pasa, tú?
So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. Yeah.
¡Qué mona! Ay, qué linda es. Es muy, muy linda,
Hey.
¿Están enseñando las habilidades?
Make yourself at home.
¡Qué bonita la ulti, ¿no?
But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
¡Laila!
Is it too late for an
Dios,
extension?
lo enamorada que soy de esta mujer. No. Va a ser de espada ligera. Vale, pone escudos. Ay, qué bonita es. ¿No, vos?
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
So, you think this is over?
Wait. No.
Ay.
I can't.
Ay, pobrecita.
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
The Balladeer has already become a god?
¿Qué?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. At my command, you shall fall. My endless cycle begins. Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking
Muchas
such a great
emociones,
risk for them.
Me siento desconcertada.
I must admit that I'm a little scared. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Quasar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
Creating a god. We are using human wisdom to create a god. let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Qué mal rollo, Dios, es muy grande, Es muy grande el boss. Es muy grande, me da miedo, me da terror. Me da pavor. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Y nos sueltan aquí el codiguillo, ¿sabes? Después de lo que nos acaban de enseñar. Dios mío. Es que los trailers principales, de verdad, es que son lo mejor de los live stream, porque es como que te resume un poquito todo, ¿no? Quitando los eventos y tal. Y los banners, obviamente, pero... ¡qué fantasía! Yo supongo que meterán alguna misión o algo, ¿no? Para introducirnos este boss, porque si no... yo como voy atrasada con la historia, pues ni idea, pero vamos... flipando, Flipando con el Scaramouche. El boss va a estar fuerte.
So, we've got a lot to unpack from that trailer.
Yeah. After experiencing the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, and surviving our journey through the desert, we'll finally get to the riveting end of the Sumeru Archon quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon.
Toma spoiler porque no me he jugado todavía la historia, pero no pasa nada porque no entiendo nada de lo que están diciendo ni de lo que ha pasado, así que dentro de lo que cabe realmente no es un spoiler, ¿no?
But I'm sure the first thing everyone's wondering is how we're going to save the Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Tío, pero lo de que Scaramouche sea un dios...
Sanctuary of Surasthana. It's not like we can just go walking in there.
Hombre, claro.
And on top of that, we're dealing with two of the Fatui Harbingers now. We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form, as well as the Doctor, who seems to be a real
Nos vamos a enfrentar a los dos.
I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this
Ya veo.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Totally. And besides these two Harbingers, we can be sure the Grand Sage will also be on his guard. But hey, with the help of two insiders like Sino and Alhaitham, we might just have a way into the Academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra, Sino also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the Academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everyone's hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul.
Claro, no sé ni quién es ese ni qué es eso, pero vale.
That Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us. World, forget me.
Well, travelers will be able to personally unravel the answers to all these questions.
Bueno, yo necesito respuestas respecto a que no entiendo nada de lo que estoy diciendo, pero jugando la historia lo resolveré.
What will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way?
Yeah, same. I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and we can't forget the desert dwellers who have been mistreated all these years. There's a lot that needs to change for them, too.
Right. So be sure not to miss Chapter 5 of the Archon Quest.
Vale, por favor. Ya habían sacado el 1, el 2, que lo sacaron en la 0, el 3 y el 4 en la 1, y ahora en la 2, la quinta parte con el boss de Scaramouche. 5 partes tenemos ya, de Sumeru. Y yo voy por la 1 todavía. Pero eso no entiendo nada.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Qué guay, tío.
So now that we've talked about some of the storyline, maybe we can talk about that massive
marioneta, eso, no maniquí, ni nada, marioneta.
That the Academia has been creating.
That's right.
Ah, muy bien.
Now that you mentioned it, the new
Se ve
boss
precioso.
battle, I think it's time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2.
Ole, Nahida primero, obvio.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida.
Yay, finally!
After everything we've experienced in the story so far, I think Nahida's already like a good friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida, then be sure to check out Nahida's story quest,
Misión legendaria. Perfecto. Más protos. Y bueno, también para quien esté enamoradísimo de Nahida, pues poder conocer un poquito más el personaje y vivir una nueva aventura con ella, obviamente.
What you got for us, Kimberly?
Oh, I've got lots to share. But before we get to that, let's have a quick peek at Nahida in action.
Vamos a ver el vídeo.
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how
Ay, ha
beautiful
hecho lo de
it
los
is.
hilitos. Qué mona, me encantan las animaciones. Qué linda es. ¿Vais a tirar por ella?
Bro.
Es muy bonita, ¿eh? Esto parece como si hicieses una foto. La ulti es espectacular, ¿eh? Espectacular. Es que hasta en la zona se hace lo que sale en la ulti. Es muy bonito.
Wow, she's so cute. Look at her. I love her.
Version 3.2.
Laila. Mi preciosa Laila. ¿Cómo la amo? ¿Cómo la adoro? Es que puede ser más preciosa.
Her name is Layla. Most days she looks
Es
super
que es
tired and
muy
anxious,
bonita, ¿eh?
which
La
seems
quiero.
to be a
O
direct
sea, la
result of her
quiero.
relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not only is she frail and anxious looking, but she also studies astrology. So
Le
it's no
pega,
wonder people
le
around
pega,
her
la
might
verdad.
consider her a
Y es que
little
su diseño me
strange and
parece tan
mysterious.
precioso. Y encima
And
es de
even
crío.
though she's
Es
always
que no me
glowing
puede
about her
enamorar más.
studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back. And that's when her unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is sleepwalking.
¿Cómo?
Yeah.
Caminar
While she is
dormida.
sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all along.
And actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat.
Eso es lo que
too,
nos
right?
interesa, sí, sí.
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla in combat.
Ahí vamos. A ver.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there.
Dios mío, tiene ojeras.
Watching us.
Cara de cansadita. Soy yo. Mira cómo se mueve, por favor. ¿Cómo se puede mover con tanta elegancia? Vale, lo tira. Aplica hidro, hace un escudo y se duerme. Y está en la ulti. ¡Qué bonita es! Es que es muy preciosa. Me recuerda a la ulti de Ganyu. ¡Qué bonita es! La adoro.
Anyway, when can travelers expect to see these new characters available in-game?
Great question. That brings us to our new
los
event
banners.
wishes. In
Los
the early
banners.
part of version 3.2, Nahida and Yoimiya will be
Nahida
available.
y Yoimiya.
In the later part of the
Buen
version,
banner, ¿eh?
we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for Yaimiko and Tartaglia,
Sí.
and Layla will become
Tartaglia
available for
is
the first
coming
time.
again.
Also, a new 5-star
Con
weapon,
Layla.
1,000
Con
floating
Layla.
tunes, will be appearing in the
Dios,
new
soy la
weapon
persona
event
más feliz
wish.
del mundo.
Oh, nice. By
Soy
the
la
way,
persona
I've
más
heard
feliz
that
del
Layla's
mundo.
been getting ready recently to
Voy a gastar
participate
todas
in
las protos en el banner de
Sumeru's East
Tartaglia y
Hammer
vamos a ir su
Tournament.
arco.
But before we get into that, I
Dios, qué
think it's
rápido
time
han
for us
puesto
to
los
take
banners,
another break.
¿no?
We'll be back
Madre
with the
mía,
latest
poco
info
más y
on
no los
events
ponen,
coming
¿eh?
in the version update.
Y qué bonita es la nueva arma, me gusta
what
mucho.
you're thinking. It's time for redemption code.
Qué bien, qué bien. Me encantan los
You guys
banners.
get it?
Boo.
Me encantan los banners.
I know.
Lo han puesto así rápido porque como que no le han dado mucha importancia. Pero, tío, a mí me parece espectacular, la verdad. Tenía muchas ganas de que volviese Tartaglia y con un personaje que me guste y que tenga. Y por fin voy a poder tirar en el banner de armas. ¿Vosotros qué tenéis pensado con los banners que acaban de salir? ¿Tenéis pensado tirar por alguno de esos personajes o en el banner de armas? ¿O vais a skipear y esperar a otros?
To the version 3.2 special program, everyone.
¿Eventos?
Next, we'll take a look at
¡Nos
some
van
of
a
the new
regalar a
events
Dory!
for the coming update.
¡Vaya!
An amazing fungus
Voy a
competition is
conseguir a
about to
Dory sin
begin
haber
in the
tirado en el
lands of
banner
Sumeru.
en el que estuvo.
Not only has it attracted
Suerte la
local
mía.
competitors from Sumeru, but also
Bueno,
spectators
otra coronita,
from
más
other nations.
protogemas y más recompensas. Me
fungus
gusta.
competition?
Este va a ser de los eventos que duran
How does
40
that
días,
even
¿no?
work?
Digo yo.
Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always
Digo yo.
attacking us in the wild.
I know it sounds a little weird, but you'll love it. In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a
Orbe de la
wisdom
sabiduría.
orb to catch and train their fungi and participate in battle events. Although the fungi often pose as little troublemakers for us in the wild, using this gadget will allow travelers to establish a
tener
certain level
honguitos.
of communication with them.
Okay, so if I catch and train a jade plume
No
terror,
lo puedo creer.
then I should be pretty much unstoppable,
¡Qué
right?
lindo!
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
In this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them.
Ha fallado.
Unfortunately,
No lo ha
the Jade
conseguido.
Plume Terror Shroom is not one of those areas, Kimberly.
Aww.
If you end up startling them, they'll flee until they are outside a set distance.
After catching different kinds of fungi, you can follow Paimon's suggestion and give them cute names.
Ponerles
But most
nombre.
importantly,
Ay, no me lo
you
puedo
will have
creer.
to train your fungi.
That sounds fun.
Lindo.
Travelers will have to use special floral jelly ingredients to mix and
Ay,
form blends.
qué
that
guay,
your fungi
Últimamente
enjoy
están
and
sacando
unlock
vientos que me
their
gustan
true
mucho.
potential.
Me parecen muy
While mixing
originales. Hay
ingredients,
algunos que
use
son
copy,
pues repetidos,
switch, and rotate functions.
pero fáciles de
And
hacer.
place a
Y otros que son
preset
como
formula you
esto,
have
que son
in the
originales. Nunca lo habían sacado
Oh,
antes.
looks kinda like jelly.
Capturar y entrenar a un
Paimon's gonna be
honguito,
all
tío.
over
Ay,
that.
qué ganas.
Paimon wouldn't ever do that!
Well, I can tell.
Ha
why you
imitado a
didn't get that
Paimon.
role.
Ha imitado
And
a
with all
Paimon.
these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
Yeah, so to work on their abilities, we'll use something called the Special Training Mode. In
Qué
this mode, there will be
gracioso, me
two challenge
encanta.
types, coordinated assaults and zone
Me
defense.
encanta.
Travelers will be able to command their fungi's abilities, have them coordinate their attacks against a single target, and control them to defend the ley line monolith.
No, monolito,
so
no.
cute.
No, por favor,
This is
odio los
gonna be so much
monolitos.
fun. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Ah, mientras el traveler dando
As for
vueltas,
the
¿no?
rewards, in
Mientras
addition to primo
atacan
gems
los
and
hongos.
various materials, once travelers have reached a certain phase of
Ay,
the
ay,
event,
las buenas
they will also be able to
protogemas.
summon the great and almighty merchant, Dory.
Ay, ay, ay.
Layla will be appearing in the event storyline, as well as a familiar visitor from
Layla.
another nation. Any idea who it could be?
Supposedly a
Muchacho
fun guy.
gracioso.
Okay, I see what you did there. I respect it. Let's leave that for travelers to discover themselves in the event.
Come on, guys, fun guy.
Okay, next up we
A
have
ver.
a change of pace with an all-new Trials
Evento de
event. For
prueba.
this event, travelers will have to use characters' special abilities to complete specific objectives. For
Vale.
example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an overloaded reaction with Yen Phase and
Vamos
Klee's
a jugar al
attacks,
fútbol con
or use
slimes.
Gaelon's elemental
No me
skill
lo
to
puedo
move
creer.
quickly and dodge giant pinballs. Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging attack to send
Pero qué
platforms back to the
guay.
ground, or use Beidou's
Tío, se están
elemental skill to
espabilando
hit
con los
the ball.
eventos, no me lo puedo creer.
This sounds like some pretty unusual training.
Yeah.
De
And to
verdad,
make
me
things even
parecen
more
superinteresantes.
interesting, This event will support co-op gameplay.
Oye, estos creo que son los eventos
This sounds
más
like it'll
guays
be a lot of fun
que han
to
sacado,
watch. But what about objectives for characters that maybe we haven't unlocked yet?
No worries,
Hombre,
we got you
estarán de
covered.
prueba, ¿no?
All the corresponding characters will be
Eso
provided
es.
as trial characters
Qué
in the
guay, vas a poder
challenges.
probar al personaje que quieras.
In addition to these events, version 3.2 will also feature an event for
Claro,
our
el que han
players to
sacado
put their
ahora es
skills to the
el
test.
cubo dendro.
This time, we'll have a new edition of the Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice. So, what changes can travelers expect this time around?
The most notable change, of course, will be the addition of the new
Hipotasis
Dendro
dendro.
Hypostasis. That's right, the last member of the Hypostasis
último
family
miembro.
will be officially landing in version
Ole.
3.2.
Muy
Besides
bien.
serving as a new open world boss, the Dendro Hypostasis will also be busy performing alongside its
Hipotásicos.
fellow Hypostases in the Hypostatic Symphony event.
This time around, travelers will be facing challenges featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro, and Hydro Hypostasis.
Habrá que completar
Before each
determinadas
challenge,
misiones, ¿no?
Travelers may select a buff effect to use. However, as
Es
you
verdad,
increase
esto me
the
suena,
difficulty, the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging. So it'll be super important for travelers to plan the right moment to use these effects.
So what options do we have once we run out of buffs?
Travelers will still be able to use food and potions from their inventory.
Vale.
If you're aiming to just collect all the Primo Gem rewards, then don't worry. You won't need to up the difficulty too much.
Okay, good to know.
I, for
Bien.
one, will
Las
definitely
protogemas
not
se
be
farmean
upping the
fácil.
difficulty. And just like before, you may tackle the challenges together with your friends once they have joined your world.
Oh,
We can help each other out.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Muy
now
bien.
that we've covered the challenge
Multijugador.
event, let's take a
poquito de
quick look at a
multijugador
couple more
nunca
casual
viene de
events
más.
coming our way in the new update. First, we'll be finding inspiration for an illustrator in
Otro
the
evento de hacer
outside the
fotos.
canvas inside the lens
Sí.
event. And once again,
Este evento
we'll be
me gusta
working together
mucho,
with Lieben in
porque
marvelous
te
merchandise.
hace como explorar
It's also worth
muchísimas
mentioning here
zonas.
that some optimizations have been made for the photo
Y mola
event this
bastante,
time
la
around.
verdad.
Everyone will be able to select from some
Además,
preset angles
yo creo que es
and can make
fácil
use of
de
the rotate
farmear.
and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
While
Me
you're out
encanta.
taking pictures, you may run into some interesting storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss outside the canvas, inside the lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
Yeah, me too.
¿Un evento de
In addition to
relajadetera?
all
¿O
these
qué es
new
esto?
events, we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations.
Ah, no, es una actualización,
I'm
a
really
ver.
excited about the first of these, which is regarding the
¿El qué?
Teapot. Starting with version 3.2, the Serena Teapot will be adding the long-awaited
¿Sistema de
replication
réplica?
system.
Wow, that's super
¿Cómo?
amazing.
Yeah. This feature will allow travelers to use sharing codes to bring designs from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own.
Para copiarte de la
Share their own
gente.
teapot designs.
La gente que
I know
diseña
there may be
bien.
some travelers out there who have seen some amazing teapot designs that they've wanted to also create themselves, but didn't have the ability or time to make it. With this new function, travelers will be able to bring that creativity back to their own teapot.
Qué chulo, por cierto, los muebles de Sumeru.
Get ready to hit up your friends with amazing teapot skills.
I
Qué
can't wait to
guay.
see everyone sharing their designs, especially with me.
Which brings us to
Para la
our
gente que es
final
súper
update to share
creativa,
with
eso
everyone.
es.
This one is regarding the game's available languages.
Los idiomas.
Starting with version 3.3, which will be the update following this one, Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language
italiano.
settings. So, players who'd prefer to see the
God, no.
game's text and UI in those
A ver,
languages
eso está
can
muy
look forward
bien
to that.
porque, a ver, la gente que sea italiana o turca, porque no va a poder jugar el juego.
And start their own journeys through the world of Tibet.
For
Claro,
further details,
muy
please
bien.
check Genshin Impact's
Me parece
official
súper
channels
bien.
and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff.
Sí, la verdad es que
Seriously,
sí.
it's a lot to take in.
For sure. So now is probably a great time for our last
Último codillo.
redemption code. Oh yeah, let's go.
Me gustan muchísimo, muchísimo los eventos, ¿eh? Sobre todo los dos primeros que han enseñado, me parecen súper originales. Creo que voy a disfrutar mucho de los eventos de esta versión, ¿eh?
I think we've covered just about everything coming our way
¡Qué
in version
bonito!
3.2.
La imagen de
which means we've arrived
Kusalani.
at the end of our
¡Qué bonita
special program.
es! ¡Qué bonita es!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
Me ha
covered
gustado
a
mucho.
ton of
O
stuff.
sea,
So much
a ver, ha
stuff.
sido
Yeah,
como más
So many
escasa
events too,
que en otras
but
versiones,
the most-
pero
the
no me ha
thing that I'm
parecido
most
que
excited
lo que hayan
about
enseñado
is,
esté
of
mal, la
course,
verdad.
the playable
Se me ha hecho
character,
ameno.
the playable character.
Obviously.
Rerun de Tartaglia.
Yeah, for me,
Rerun de
it was definitely
Tartaglia.
the ballad
Rerun de
there,
Tartaglia.
But it looks so insane. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Ya, y lo del boss. Lo que más me ha gustado es lo del boss, ¿eh?
So
Muy
many
guapo,
things.
muchas ganas de
Battling the
probarlo.
Dendro hypostasis and of course the
Lo de los champiñones es que
fabulous
es adorable, me encanta.
Getting my little fungi and battling with them, and
Soy
you know,
yo.
the teapot,
Es que
the
soy
Serena
esa.
teapot. I'm so behind on my teapot, so I can't wait to
Que soy yo, literal.
get some designs from others, or at least get some inspiration from getting another teapot design.
Sí, sí, sí.
And just as we mentioned earlier, even though the Sumeru Archon quest will be reaching its final chapter here,
Eso no significa que
it
sea el
most
fin.
definitely won't be the end of our
Ah,
journey in
yes.
Sumeru. In our
Hombre.
story this time, we'll be encountering some interesting and mysterious content.
Se viene,
And I
¿eh?
hope
O
it
sea,
will be
se
an amazing
viene.
experience for all of our travelers. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon be with
¡Qué
all of you.
linda!
See you in game, everyone. Bye.
See ya.
¡Qué guay! Me ha
Bye-bye.
gustado muchísimo.